Hello and welcome back to Gotaproblemmate podcast.
We had a week off last week because we've been doing so many over Christmas. We don't get a holiday from
New
this,
Year's.
so we had one. I hope you enjoyed the best bits video that we put out. And welcome to a new year on the podcast. We've changed the name. It's now called Get F***ed Podcast. Go fuck yourselves.
Get fucked.
That's us.
Do you like that?
You can't, because you get demonetized.
Yeah, but they'll just bleep that out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's extra work for Kays.
Oh. Fuck Kays.
Yeah. Now you're getting in the spirit of
no.
it. Yeah.
He's going to make me look so bad and blotchy. If you're new
It's
to
going to
the...
make you look blotchy.
Yeah. No. Would it kill you, by the way, to say something nice about me? Because it's the beginning of the year. I mean, let's talk about this when we've introduced our guests properly.
Okay.
I'm doing everything right this year so far. My skin. I'm
What are
drinking
you
non-alcoholic beer now. I'm running. I'm meditating.
Nice.
I'm eating vegetables and fruits.
Very
Yeah.
nice.
And you've not said a damn thing about how good I look today.
You look good today.
Shut up.
What's your skincare routine?
Bulldog.
Bulldog.
I have got a bulldog face wash, but I've got you using it up.
Bulldog links.
Bulldog links. I spelled Links Africa on my phone.
Nuts magazine. See?
Is this still the intro?
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, it would be good if our guest today could actually help us tell us what's going on, because he does a very successful podcast.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
And he knows about intros.
Yeah.
He's clearly dismayed by this one.
Well, no, I'm not dismayed, but I'm just what I was wondering is, do you do the whole pod looking into that?
No.
And I was thinking, do I have to try to interject at some point, or is this?
No. I'm gonna give you a formal introduction,
Oh.
and then we'll just chat.
Oh, yeah. We have
Right.
an intro bit.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Please carry on, brothers.
Okay.
Thank you.
Go forth,
So,
brothers.
shall we introduce our guest for the day?
Okay.
Yeah.
I'd love if he said no. Nah.
We've written an intro each, or sometimes we improvise them,
Yeah.
and
I've
you have to
written
decide
mine.
which one's best. So you can go first.
Today's guest, everyone, you're not going to believe this, because we've got someone who not only does comedy, but also has a very successful podcast called Mike and Vittoria's Guide to Parenting.
Yeah.
And you won't believe it, in 2024, he did Mike Rice Work in Progress.
They're not going to believe that.
His-
It's far-fetched.
His role was Self.
Yeah.
It says here.
What website is this?
British Comedy Guide. I always
Okay.
use it.
Ah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Not any acting credits?
Did you send this to them, or did they do this off their
No,
own
they
back?
do it. They
Did
just do
they?
it. Yeah.
I didn't
You'll
send
have
it
one.
to them.
Fine.
Oh, we'll have a look at yours.
Come and carry on doing the intro.
Yeah. They mustn't have liked it because they've done like a year-end list of
Oh,
shows,
wait,
and I wasn't
yeah,
on
look at
any of
this.
them.
It says personal info, nationality Irish.
Yeah,
That's it.
right.
Which
Awards.
one?
Sean Locke Comedy Award.
Which Irish?
Huh?
Sean
Yeah.
Locke Comedy
Yeah.
Award finalist.
Finalist, yeah.
BBC New Comedy Award main prize Heat 3. What does
Yeah.
that mean?
What I think that means is I came nowhere in
Right.
that competition.
And do you look back on that as
I guess I look back on that
is
with
that like your Michael Jordan moment of
which Michael Jordan moment,
I
like
took
when his
that
father
personally.
died?
Yeah. Space Jam.
Space Jam. Yeah, but Space Jam I think was a good one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Hit movie.
Did you like it?
Space Jam.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I didn't watch the new one. I don't.
No.
I don't believe in LeBron as a person.
Busta Rhymes did one of the songs for Space Jam, or he was on the song.
It's Mike Rice, everybody.
It's Mike
Rice.
That's the intro.
Thank you very
That's
much.
good. Yeah.
I'm delighted to be here.
I'm just going to do my intro, which is I have had my eye on this guy for a while.
that
I
part
saw
you're in?
his
Right,
this
okay.
is part of my
Yes.
intro. Shut up. And his special that came out maybe a year or two ago.
A year and 2 months, I think.
I watched about 9 months ago and
Yes.
thought it was really brilliant. And then a mutual friend of ours was having a drink with Mike, and I was like, I'm just going to turn up because I feel like I want to be friends with him.
Yeah.
I like the cut of this guy's jib. I'm very
Yes.
excited he's on the show, and his name is Mike Rice.
Yeah. You could have said that, Bilal.
Mike Rice.
You
I was
could've
just
came in.
thinking.
You withheld there.
But can I start by
Yes.
saying, because my instinct, because it's your Instagram, is to
Yes.
say Michael Rice, but it's not, because your stage name's Mike Rice, right?
Well, yeah, I was Michael Rice for a long time, but I was also referring to myself as Big Mike in the third person, because of how
Like
big
Big
I am.
Ange.
Yeah,
I don't think he does it to himself, but
yeah, right.
Big Ange, nice to meet you.
Yeah, I just started doing it, and I felt it made me feel good. I was just
Okay.
like, I'm Big Mike kind of thing, and then people were getting on board with that, and then after a while, though, I was like, maybe that's a bit silly. But I said Mike Rice. I thought instead of Michael Rice, Michael Rice sounds like my father. It is my father's name.
Right.
Michael Rice.
My dad's name's Michael as well.
Is it really?
But he's Mick.
Oh, I like that. My father wouldn't like to be called Mick.
My dad's name's Michael Rice.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's odd. That's because of the consumption of. Is it a nickname because of how much he eats of it?
Yeah, we call
Is
it
it a
Big
rice
Mike.
joke? Yeah.
Big Mike.
He's big, your dad? Is he a big guy?
He's massive.
Right, yeah.
See,
So I am as well.
we call my dad Big Mick, but he's small.
He's a little fella.
Yeah, sorry. You are.
He's tiny.
Because your dad watches.
Yeah.
You
Watches
said
my every move.
Yeah, because you said the stuff you wanted to say. You're like, I can't say this because...
He's like the size of a kitten, your dad.
Yeah.
Is he really?
Yeah.
He's
One of
like
the things I said we couldn't talk about was his size. So
Is he still sensitive
he's
about
still
that?
watching for how often we talk about that.
Is he fat, your father?
No.
Too thin?
No, it's just short.
He's a little fella.
Is your dad big?
He's a little tiddler.
How big's your dad?
How
My,
tall? Right.
how
hang
much
on,
does
before
your
we do
dad
this,
weigh?
Let's lay this down.
That's
And
a good
please put this
question.
in the chat. How
Yeah.
tall is your dad? And
how much
if
does he
you're
weigh?
foreign, we want feet and inches. None of that meters.
If you're foreign, how big's your dad?
Yeah.
How big's your? My dad? I'm gonna say is
Yeah.
5'7".
My dad's about 5'7".
Yeah.
But he doesn't weigh a lot, really. He's like probably
my dad
10
doesn't weigh a
stone
lot.
or something, maybe less even.
Really?
He's quite,
That's a kind of a weak father.
No, he's a strong father. I think he's just like does a lot of gardening. And so
he
he's
has to
healthy.
be nimble?
Yeah,
You have to be nimble. If you carry a lot of weight around plants, I feel like
You squash them.
you're going to squash.
You fall on them.
You're going to fall on them, and there's
I've,
going to be a
I've said this
disaster.
at some point in
An
the
ecological
past.
disaster. Yes.
But there was a thing. I think it's like Eddie Hearn and his dad. They're boxing promoters, right?
Yeah.
And they had a fight when they were younger.
Right.
Like he was like, "I'm gonna have a boxing match with my son to teach him a lesson."
Yes.
And I said to my dad, "If we had a fight now, who would win?" Because he's getting to an age now where I think I could probably just about take him. The tide's turning. You know? And he just said, "Yeah, but if you was winning, I'd just get some of my mates to jump in the ring and bash you up."
That's what he said.
Yeah, that's what he said. So
Your father, there's a nastiness there.
yeah,
There's a cruelty. And there's perhaps maybe a lack of care. And that's why you're doing what you're doing right now.
we actually we're pretty tight, me and the old man.
Are you tight?
Not as tight as I don't know if you saw this. Human Son did an interview the other day where he talked about his father's influence and
A
basically
human son.
the human son.
Human son, yeah.
Yeah.
And his dad trained him from a young age to be a footballer, and then made him do extra training after football, and also told him not to have the dress sense of a footballer. So that's where he gets his fashion sense from. I think basically it's like the football's answer to Britney Spears. It's kind of been like he's under lock and key.
Under lock and key.
Yeah, like I think his dad's controlling him
Oh, no.
He's controlling his finances and who he can date.
because he's never had a girlfriend as well. Human Son.
What?
Yeah,
Human
he
son
said
has
that.
never had a
Yeah.
girlfriend?
Yeah.
Right. And has he expressed a lust or a desire towards the opposite sex? Or
I don't know.
He just loves goals.
He
he
just
loves
loves
those goals. Well, I think some people get...
At the moment, he loves to fall over.
He just likes falling over.
Yeah, it's not,
He's
it's
not been
doing
very
great.
He's not been good.
No.
He's struggling. Is he of full mental capacity? Is he sound of mind?
He looks tired.
Right.
I don't know if he's not sleeping.
Yeah.
If he's not sleeping, may I suggest Mike and Vittorio's Guide to Parenting?
Yeah.
Send you right off.
Send you right off.
That's a joke there, Bilal.
It was
That's a bit
it
of
was a
banter.
roast.
Is that all right? Is that
It was a
all right?
roast.
It's a
Are you
roast.
okay with
It was a
bantering,
nasty
or-
dig.
Okay.
It was a rotten dig.
Is that all right? We should have checked with you before.
If that I'm going to take roasts on the chin, I'm quite sensitive, I'll be honest. And that one really tickled my chin.
Well,
That was,
we are going to talk shortly about how I'm a real big fan of your work as a stand-up comedian.
yeah, well, that.
That is coming up. But
And my knowledge that that's on the way is the only thing stopping me fucking
Exactly, yeah.
rocking you,
I
brother.
reckon you could actually pack a powerful punch.
Do you know what? Because you were talking about the fighting your father there, or the idea of it, and I have fought my father. In fact, me and every one of my brothers has fought my father. There's 4 of us, 4 boys in the family. One more earthy and wild than the last.
Can we get names? I just want to picture
Patrick,
them.
Michael, James, and John.
Patrick, Michael, James, and John.
James is more popularly known as Nimnog. In the family, Nimnog, yeah. And he's kind of a tyrannical figure who runs our farm now.
What does that mean, Nimnog?
Nimnog, it's more of a feeling, I would say,
Okay.
than there being a definition.
Have you ever had Nimnog?
Yeah.
Oh,
Every Christmas.
Right.
Before we continue,
Nice.
Michael Rice, sorry
Yes,
to
please.
cut off your story about your big scary brothers. We have a feature called Vet the Guest where we determine if you can stay on the podcast or you have to go.
All you have to do is last 2 minutes improvising as a vet.
Okay.
What? No.
Right.
Just answer these. It's a
I honestly
personality
don't-
test. Please answer as honestly as you can. Joey
Yes.
did a course that he found on Instagram where he can detect lies. So
Right.
And if you don't get a good enough score, you won't be allowed to stay on the podcast. And we did have another Rice, didn't make it. Tim. That
Tim
podcast
Rice?
didn't go out because he only got 4.
But you said he came on and was
then we had to not put it out because he only got 4.
and his management kicked off.
right. Well, my management don't know I'm here currently,
Yeah,
so
okay.
so if I get kicked off, I'll probably keep it.
Yeah. Okay.
Stum.
So 6 questions.
Yeah.
Question 1. What's the best pastry one can have then?
A jambon.
Jam bun.
A jambon.
Jambon.
Yeah.
And what's that?
It's an Irish one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll look it up.
And it's like it's pastry and then there's some egg and there's some ham in it and
What?
cheese and it's, oh, brother. It'll get your fucking...
Jambon.
It'll get your fucking blood pumping. Oh, jambon, yeah. It's I
Jambon.
believe it's kind of, maybe it originated in France or County Carlow, I'm not sure.
Can you get it in England?
No way, lad. We wouldn't. We're keeping that under wraps.
Oh, so it's like you know, like a custard. What you get, you know, in Tesco's, those custard ones that are square.
Of course.
It's like that with ham and cheese in it,
Oh, lad. And egg. There's
An
egg. Don't forget the egg.
and jam.
And jam. There's no jam.
There's no jam.
But more's the pity, because I think that would add to it.
Yeah, like a Christmas version.
jam on it.
Yeah.
That would work.
Sweet and sour. Yeah, jambon for me. Final answer.
Yeah, it's a good answer.
That's a good answer.
Thanks.
Question number 2. Any video games?
That do I play? No, and I do, and I don't want to insult
No, and
anyone.
I do.
No, I don't. I feel it's kind of a coward. Like after a certain age, I believe it's a cowardly thing to do.
Is it?
Yeah,
So when did you play your last one?
probably when I was like 17.
Really?
May I
Yeah.
say?
Yeah.
I've got a PlayStation 4
Yeah.
just for FIFA.
Yeah, I think
is that
FIFA,
all right?
I think FIFA is a little different.
Yeah.
I think FIFA, there's a you can, but if you're like being like, oh, I'm going to be a wizard and I'm going to save the goose from the gorilla or whatever.
Yeah. So, and
then
what was the word you used? Coward.
I said
This
no.
coward. That's what he's all about.
And I could tell
Yeah.
that, and I can sense the cowardice
He
and strong.
he looks a bit wimpy.
Yeah, but I'm very
Yeah.
brave in the game.
And that, I mean, I'll be honest, that matters. And that's maybe in that realm,
He's
are
reckless.
you're a courageous
online.
lion.
He's
Yeah.
reckless online.
But here on Earth, here in reality, you and me
realm.
right now,
Mm.
coward.
If you were one of the brothers on the farm,
Yeah.
you would be in so much trouble.
You'd have, my mother's womb would have eaten you, I think. I
Yeah,
think
but
you would have
I'd
been
get toughened
consumed.
up. I'd get toughened up. I'd get trained by the brothers.
You would be trained.
Yeah.
It would be kind of like one of the montages in Rocky,
Yeah.
except you'd die at the end.
I'd die at the beginning,
We'd
I
kill
think.
you with a rock.
I like the idea of all 4 of the Rices as a strong back 4.
Yeah, lad. And we would be
The
as
Rice
well.
brothers.
The Rice
all playing
brothers.
for one team.
Wouldn't that be so sick though? If there was a Premier League team that had a row of brothers
Yeah.
as the back 4, I mean that would be
Yeah.
one of the greatest things of all
That
time.
would.
I guess you had Phil and Gary at one stage.
The
but
only
like,
thing that comes close to
That's
that for
half of
me
a back.
is
Yeah.
Casper and Peter Schmeichel, both goalies that have both won the league.
That's quite cool.
It's quite cool.
in the NBA at the minute, you've got LeBron and his son.
That's his dad.
I know, but I'm just saying that's the closest thing you've got.
I thought you said both brothers.
Well, it's
Oh,
not
did
the
I?
closest
Sorry,
thing
I
we've-
meant
It's
Son and
okay.
Dad.
It's
we've
all
all-
right. Everyone
Yeah.
has errors.
We've had a week off.
We've already mentioned Phil and Gary Neville, so
Yeah.
it's not the closest we've got.
Torres,
They're
yeah.
two backs.
Yaya and Colin.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think that's cooler.
The
They're
father
both
son,
goalies, yeah, and they both won the league.
and they're both, to be honest, they're both dime pieces. They're both gorgeous, tall, beautiful men.
wow.
Danish pastry.
There's
Back to
something
the pastries.
back to the pastries.
It's all no.
Yep.
Can
I
see
thought
how
so.
you craft
I liked
one of your
it.
shows.
I'm giving you a peek behind the curtain,
Yeah.
brother.
Question 3.
Right.
Got a favourite museum? I bet he does.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do
Yeah.
you?
Nah, I don't think so. Have
Yes.
you?
I don't know.
The British. Yeah.
Yeah, go on.
The British Imperial War Museum.
Oh, it's good, isn't it?
It's
oh,
sick.
actually, I do like that.
It is sick. And they've got a World War One. They've got World War One exhibit and a World War Two exhibit that would take you about 3 hours to get through. It's all like videos and little fucking cutouts of paper clippings, and it's so sick. And I love it. I love a good war.
I went to that museum to see an exhibition all about spies.
Spiders.
Spies.
Oh, spies.
Spiders.
That's different.
Spiders of
Spiders
war.
is on brand, though, it seems like. Oh,
Can I change my answer, even though I'm
Yeah.
on the quiz?
Okay.
I do have one.
Yeah.
I went to a war museum in Hamburg.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's really good. Yeah,
Nazi.
Oh, yes.
yeah. I feel sorry for those guys.
Which ones?
No, I'm joking.
Right. Well, it's okay.
I am half German, so I can't say that.
Are
Can't
you,
say that.
Joey?
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
Half.
50%.
50%.
Yeah.
Wow. It
Half
doesn't.
half German Jewish.
No.
In fact.
Really?
Yeah.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah.
You're covering a lot there.
Yeah.
You're on every side of the divide.
what happened was, right, very quickly,
Yeah.
is my nan was adopted by some like German paint factory mogul. He had all these paint factories in Germany.
As many nans were at the time.
And then Hitler
Yeah.
was like, I need all them. So he took all the factories away and
Oh,
they
he
had
took
no
all the
money. And she
nans.
moved over here to be an au pair. And then she lost sort of touch with her family. And then like the war happened.
Yeah.
And basically, I feel like if Hitler hadn't taken all those factories, I wouldn't be sat here. I'd be a fucking millionaire.
Brother.
But I'm here doing stand-up comedy and podcasts.
Right. Do you think you were the lack of rules in this society compared to Germany has left you unshackled and you're like too many options and you're allowed to do too many things? If you had been like, you shall do this and you shall do it well, you would have benefited from that level of discipline.
No, because I used to work for my dad as an electrician. And
Angry man.
No.
Cruel man.
But I'd always like, I'd just sort of switch off.
Made
It'd
you
be
feel
like-
this tall.
He'd be like, you know that you just have to keep passing me that screwdriver, and I'm not paying attention. I'd
Right.
be terrible in that environment.
I failed miserably because I grew up in the farm with my father, and he would, all he wanted from me was to be a farmer, and man, I was so bad, and I'm just like that. I'm both a featherhead, so I just drift away, and I'm terrible technically with my hands.
Yeah.
But so like he'd be like
I've heard
fixing
that.
shit. That's a nasty dig. And there's been many. But there's a limit, brothers. I'll take a lot, but there's a limit.
We've got one more bantering left.
Oh,
One
okay.
more. And pick it
then
wisely.
he's out.
You
I like
pick
the
it
idea that
wisely.
we've got free a show.
Yeah. But like, so he'd like be there, like he'd be like fixing a tractor. He loved machinery, so he'd be like fixing a tractor or something. He'd be below an engine, be oil splatting on his face, and he'd be getting angrier and angrier. And he'd be like, go get me an Allen key or something. And then I'd be like, I didn't know what that was. I'd be like 6, and he had never told me what it was. I'd be like, I don't know what it is. He's like, go get it. So I'd have to.
That's how his father raised him, and
Yeah.
And the father before, brother, and that's what leads
get
to
the
racism.
Allen key.
I remember being 11 and my dad was like, I've got this idea for a breathalyzer on your car that you have to breathe into it to start the car. Otherwise, you're not allowed to drive the car.
This was
to
your
stop drink driving.
This is your father's
Yeah,
idea?
yeah. And he said
stop
to me and my
himself drink
brother,
driving, or?
no, just to make money.
Right.
And he said, get down the library and work out how ignitions work. And I was like 11 and I was like, I'm not doing that. And then it became a thing for a while.
Right.
And he was like, you boys have lost me so much money.
I mean,
the library.
yeah, I do. I mean, that is a very funny thing to come up with an invention and then task your sons with inventing it. Your 12-year-old sons.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, my father, a similar thing. What my father believes in is breeding. So he believes that, like, he's from land, he's a farmer, and if he marries a woman also from land, that's very important. He wouldn't even look at a woman who was not from land.
Yeah.
So from a
Like
farm.
a wench from a pirate ship.
Oh, yeah, yeah. A worthless wench who should have been drowned at birth.
Yeah. Not
He
from
would say.
land.
Not from land.
From offshore.
But he thinks if he marries this woman from land, that the children will come out with an inherent knowledge of farming. So he didn't think he had to teach us anything. So when he was like, go get the Allen key.
Yeah, and you just know.
He thought we would just be like, yes, father.
Mm.
Yes. And that isn't how it worked, brothers.
No.
Question
No, it
4.
works.
Please. Shoot, brother.
I'm really enjoying
What's-
this brother thing. I feel
I love
like
it.
we've got Hulk Hogan on.
Lad, I've gotten back into
He got
wrestling this year,
booed.
but
Did you see
old
that?
wrestling lad, I saw that.
What's this?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he got booed.
Did you watch it?
I
don't
saw
really
he got.
watch wrestling.
I watched the clip. I used to like wrestling, and now I can't be bothered with it.
I think,
Like you said, I outgrew it, but way much later than I should have. But I've still finally outgrown it.
yeah, I was mad into it, the Attitude Era, which a lot of us
Yeah.
were, and it was like the best thing ever. And then recently, this last year, I got back into it and watching all these documentaries Beyond the Mat and all this stuff. So many documentaries. Then the Vince McMahon thing, but then just watching all these old matches and interviews and shit. But then, like, a lot of Hulk Hogan stuff, and then he's just, I'm telling you, brother. And I swear to
stop
God,
saying
it's 6 months now, and I just cannot stop saying, brother. And I love it so much.
I liked a bit of Brother for a while, but it didn't really suit me.
Yeah.
You can get away with it.
Right.
I don't know what the reason is, but you can, and
Yeah.
I can't.
Brother.
Yeah.
But he got booed
Yeah.
like a motherfucker. And it was funny because he came out and his speech he prepared was expecting himself to get the biggest
Cheered,
reaction ever.
yeah.
So he was just like, you guys have always stood by me.
And everyone's booing him.
And everyone's just booing him. And then he
my
didn't,
God.
he couldn't react quick enough to them
So
booing.
he just kept saying the same thing.
So he just kept saying stuff like,
kept
I want
saying,
to.
we're the greatest partners, me and you guys, and everyone's booing.
That's right. But he did literally say that. He was like, you guys are my best ring partners
Yeah,
I've
you're
had.
the best
And they're
tag
just
team
like,
partner I've ever had, and everyone's going, boo, you Trump scumbag.
That's right. And so that's just going fuck Hulk. But it's not even just a Trump thing, because I think probably WWE fans, there's plenty of Trump heads. But it's just, he's just hated because he's just like such a fucking piece of shit. Even in the wrestling business, like he just screwed everyone over. He was
Right.
just, he would never fucking job for people. Like he would never put over new stars. He was just like, history has not been kind to the Hulkster.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know? And
Like
he's-
some of those original guys on Mock the Week.
Right.
They never put anyone over.
They didn't.
Their attitude stank.
Their attitude did stink. Greedy fucking pigs. Let me look in there, you fucking pigs.
Which ones mine?
Darryl O'Brien, Ed Byrne.
Which ones are on your manager's roster?
Andy Parsons, he's the worst one.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm
going to defend him because
What?
I did a gig and he said I was very good. So
Oh, okay. All right.
That'd be enough for me, brother.
Question 4. What's the best...
still on this.
I know.
Jesus
Come on.
Christ, the episode's nearly over. Come on.
What's
I've
the
got
best...
to do the which kind of rice are you quiz later.
Don't give it away. Question...
Quiet you.
What's the best pasta shape available on the market?
I like the fucking the thick tagliatelle.
Oh.
I like the thick
Pesto?
spaghetti.
You have pesto in that?
Brother, you can fucking bet on it. Yeah.
Okay.
Love
Question
pesto.
5. What's the scariest animal in your humble opinion?
In my humble opinion, I would probably say a seagull.
Yeah?
Yeah.
They're quite horrible, aren't they?
I fucking hate birds, man. It's something about the fact that they have the best talent on earth, which is to fly, and yet they have the wickedest little minds, you know? Like there's like, you see that little head, those eyes, it's like there's no drop of Christ in these cunts, you know? Do you know what I mean? These are just, I hate them. I hate birds. Why not? If you're going to be like, say, a creator, or let's say there's probably not someone who's making it all, but like you're the universe or whatever, give the thing of flying to a fucking someone cool who can do stuff with it. You're going to give it to the dumbest cunts on earth. Birds are going to be able to fly. It's such bullshit.
So what do you want? Frogs to fly?
No, man, imagine like a little fucking Dalmatian coming down from the sky
Yeah.
to lick your ear. Oh, that's not bad. Come on. Although if they were shitting on you from the sky,
you
like
don't want
dog
that.
shit's
Yeah,
coming down, that's going to be
You've
rough.
created a dystopia, see? Final question of Vet the Guest. Question 6. Do you think what was done to Mussolini's body after he died was okay, or should there be dignity even for the most evil of corpses?
I think...
You get one of them today for that.
You know what? I'd be honest with you.
Yeah.
I think Mussolini was probably very misunderstood and a great man.
Can I ask what he did?
What he did
Yeah, what did he do?
as a person.
No, but like, what's his deal? I don't really know about him.
Oh, well, Il Duce, brother. This guy. He was Hitler's biggest inspiration.
Oh,
He was he was kind of like, some would say, the inventor of fascism in a way,
Okay.
like that that kind of like new nationalist, anti-immigrant kind of white supremacy thing, and he was getting all the big marches, like those big like rallies that Hitler's famous for. Fucking Mussolini was doing that first.
And what did they do with his corpse?
So they shot him, and then they left
Nasty.
his body in like sort of the town square, and people were just allowed to do whatever to it. Now, does that matter to you? Do you think, or
as in to me personally?
Well, what do you? I mean, does it matter about what you do with a corpse? The most evil of corpses, or
well, I used to.
You used to what?
Well, let me get there, brother. Let me go. Let me get to where I'm driving. No, I think once they're dead, hey, do whatever funnest for the people.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Wouldn't that be a good way to get us over the death of someone if we could just like dress the corpse up, do some fun things?
I think, Joey, that's a lovely idea.
Put it on a roller coaster.
Yeah.
I think that's a good one. And the little picture and your face, but your face is just, everyone else is like, and you're just, that's good fun.
Yeah, that's good fun.
That's a laugh.
Okay.
Yeah. But no, I would say the thing is, once you're dead, you're not there. So let's make as many people happy as we can. If that means you have to like fuck his head publicly, if that gives the society some catharsis or relief, then
Well, the one person doing it, I suppose. But I don't know about the people watching.
Yeah.
Okay.
Listen.
I'm interested to see what the score is here, Bilal.
Michael Rice, congratulations. You scored 3,600 points. That's very high.
That's
for Vet the Guest. You can stay
that is
on the
good.
podcast.
Oh!
I just got a note about that.
Oh.
I spent quite a lot of the last two questions looking up a type of pasta that I had recently that I thought was an absolute disgrace.
Oh!
It was a long macaroni. So it was like spaghetti, but macaroni hybrid. And it's impossible to eat because it was slipping around all over the place.
That looks mad.
Yeah, that's not even it.
That's not it.
That's it.
Oh, yeah, it's not my favourite. I like penne. Classic.
Yeah, but, I like to try and be innovative sometimes, but this was just a
Penne, I find quite... How do you eat the penne?
Fork. Put the fork in.
You put the fork in it, but doesn't... It's kind of like... It's hard for me. Everything just gets inside it. And
that's good. That's the point, right?
Is it the point?
Yeah.
Well, then they're succeeding, but...
I just drink straight from the bowl.
Yeah.
I
you
also
can use them as straws.
I always find it flawed, like, in a lot of ways, the penne. And it just kind of like... Because I get it, and then I try to get stuff inside, and then the stuff just come out the whole... And I'd be like... I'd end up with a lot of... If I had, like, a penne bolognese, at the end, it's just a lot of bolognese, because everything's sifted through the penne.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have a bowl...
What would you have? Your pesto again?
No, I'd have a nice... No, it's all right having a bit left. It'll lick the plate in
I'll do
in
it.
a restaurant.
I do like to lick a plate.
So thank you so much for joining us. Have you had a good time so far?
Lads, do you know what I'll say, and I'll be honest?
Please.
I've had fun. I think there's a silliness here. I think there's an invention. I think there's heart.
Shit, we could pitch this on Dragon's Den.
Yeah.
Has anyone taken a podcast on Dragon's Den before?
Joey, I feel, has been away at times. He's been away, but then he's come back.
But that's because I'm looking up the types of pasta. I'm the engine room here. I'm making it tick.
He is having a mental health crisis as well.
I'm having a mental health crisis.
Well, I can see
I'm doing everything January.
Yeah.
Dry.
Veganuary?
No,
Right.
I'm still eating meat, but I'm eating a lot of vegetables.
Okay.
Yeah.
What ones?
Well, last night I deep fried some pickles.
Oh!
Is that,
Because I was
is
trying
that
to
healthy?
have healthier sports food.
Is that healthy?
Last night.
Deep frying?
Like I made my own tortilla chips.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I made this isn't that healthy, but I made chicken wings. I made a butternut squash dip.
Right.
Yeah.
That's quite cool.
Yeah.
You must have been spending
A black
hours and
bean.
hours last night. Just
Like about an hour and a half.
this was kind of a frenzy, a breakdown where you just couldn't stop
Yeah, it sounds bad.
making more and
Just
more
wanted
food.
to take control of something that I could control, so I just made loads of stuff.
Right. And was it just for you, or was there
Me and my girlfriend.
you and your girlfriend?
Yeah.
And was she worried about you, or
No.
No.
She just gets
she's
worried
in the
about
hole with you?
No, she just worries about how much kitchen cleaning there's going to be after the meal.
Because that's
Because I'm
her
a bit
job.
of a whirlwind. No, but she's just
Well,
like,
no, you've said it now.
and then I'll do it, and then she'll be like, I'm redoing it.
Right.
She doesn't trust my washing up.
I don't understand. Women seem to have a different. I would have thought my room was quite clean, and then a girl came in recently and was like, "Your room's disgusting," and I was like, I don't see what you're talking about. And she's like, "What about all that stuff?" And I was like,
What
"Oh
was all
yeah."
that
What
stuff?
was the stuff?
Huh? there was
tissues.
There was dead cats.
Rolled up tissues in the corner.
There were some tissues, but my thing was there. Once they, do you know what the thing people don't know about tissues? Once they dry and a few days go by, it's kind of a new tissue again. It's kind of like new tissue.
That's recycling.
And like one time, if you use it the first time for, let's say, I don't want to be crass, jism, and then the next time you'd be like, hey, it's already been used for that. Now it's dry. Jizz disappears. Have you found that? With like a towel, you wipe it off. Let's say a day later.
It's fine.
No, but let's just say a day later, you get the towel and you're like, it's vanished. It's gone. The towel. So at least I have.
Who took it? The
vanishing jizz.
The cum fairy.
The cum fairy. Someone comes around, takes the cum, leaves a.
My mate,
uno
and
peso.
I'm not going to say his name, but it rhymes with Bilal.
Right.
Used to have a cum towel.
What?
No, it's someone I went to school with. It wasn't you. He'd used the same towel for like a week.
I think I've spoken about this on Reddit with a lot of people. The best thing is to do it straight out the window.
You come out the window.
Straight out the window. But then the problem is, because there was a part of one guy in our community.
It landed on a bald man's head.
Policeman.
He hit a policeman.
Heavily fined. The podcast isn't usually like this.
No,
it's not this bad.
But you know what I'll say? Do you know what I'll say in your defense? I dragged it into the gutter there, and you were just good improv partners, and I appreciate that. It was kindness on your behalf, and I corrupted your thing because it's actually really nice and wholesome.
Can I also?
Sorry, I apologize for that.
Can I also say that whenever an episode is really good, Bilal always says to the camera, "It's not always like this."
You want to warn them. Don't get used to this.
Usually, it's very quiet, monotone.
Any of the rice heads out there?
Any rice
I thinking,
heads.
we'll watch this next week. Don't.
Yeah.
Listen, you're very popular on social media. Are you actually going to tell people you did this, or are you going to be one of these who acts like you didn't?
Put him on the spot.
I'm probably gonna. You're gonna share it on your story and tag me in it.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna like that.
Okay, but that's
I'm gonna like
that's
that.
where that ends.
And that's gonna be the. And
Right,
I'll like that you've shared it.
That's understandable.
No, I'll be honest. I will. Not only will I share it.
He'll share the clip about the tissues.
Yes.
That's a good bit.
You know what? Actually, and I just on a complete honest level here, and let's take the jesting out of this, the jesting and the
Yeah,
jokes.
should we just bring it down a level?
Let's just be serious.
Can I just talk to you boys as brothers, as fellow brothers? Am I out my mind there that there is disappearing? That it just the next day I can't. There's not even a stain on the towel. What about that? What do you think about that?
No comment.
Okay. But that feels like an agreement.
Yeah, what do you think about that, Ryan?
I think that might be.
Speak up, Ryan, you coward. What say you?
Write in at gotaproblemmate@gmail.com. What
Pop it in the comments. What do you make of that?
What do you make of
What
that?
do you make of it? Let us know in the comments.
Are you sure that's not a you problem?
That's a new section
Well,
of
it's
the
not a
podcast.
problem. It's a me solution. It's a me power. It's
I
me,
can tell you what. Should I tell you what?
me magic. Me magic.
What Gemini thinks
Gemini.
What do you mean?
on Google. You
Oh.
the
Oh, is
AI
that the
thing.
new thing? It's terrible, isn't it?
What's
All
your
of
thing?
this.
Are you embracing AI? Are you using it to optimize
No,
yourself?
I don't really use it. I guess I should sometimes.
Yeah, my podcast partner Vittorio has started to harness its power, and it's frightening.
But he's already quite powerful.
He is very powerful,
Wait, you have to kill him.
but I think he also might be an AI because he's very beep boop boop boop.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You look in the eyes.
So how's he harnessing its power? What do you mean?
Because he's using it as an aid to he's using
Okay.
this software to help him with like admin tasks and different things, and he's just strengthening all. It is actually frightening because I there's no limit to what he could achieve now.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because already,
it's like he's created another him.
yes,
Yeah.
and
An admin him.
an admin him, and he was already an admin him. So now
Yeah.
it's an
So
admin hims.
how do you create an admin him for someone who's not an admin him in the first place, though?
Well, this is what I want to know.
Yeah.
This is
Well,
what
when
I'm
you
here-
find out, will you tell me?
Of course.
Okay.
This is what I was going to talk to
Because I'm
Bilal
going to tell
about.
you about what
You don't want to
happens-
create
what-
another Joey.
Oh,
It's very dangerous.
Right.
What happens to sperm inside the body?
Yes.
It can live inside the female's reproductive system for 5 days. I know this is what you really asked.
Well, I wanna
but
know
this is what
about
Jim is
towels.
saying.
Wants to know
Yeah,
about
in
out
the
the
testicles, it can live for 2.5 months,
Yeah.
or until ejaculated or reabsorbed by the body.
Right.
And outside of the body, it will die within minutes if it dries up on a surface or a cloth.
So what? So I'm not
It
saying
dries up
right. So
and
it
dies,
dies.
but it does dry up.
Right.
So
that's
on its
what.
own.
Okay, but then
Like most liquids, I suppose, apart from oil.
so does it commits suicide, or does it die
I
of?
think it starves.
Yeah, just
It starves.
Because there's no hot babes around. It just
Goes on hunger strike.
anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, let's get it.
See, he used AI for that.
Yeah.
I used AI for that. That's not my answers. That's what Gem on Google says.
Is it?
Which is what I'm calling it now. Gem on Google.
Yes.
Okay, so
Come on, let's get this. Let's get down to brass tacks.
I've got a real
Okay.
question. This is like a proper question.
Are you ready for this?
Serious question
Big
that I
time.
wrote with my journalism degree here.
Yes.
All right, buckle up.
Your debut hour, An Irish Disgrace,
What happened?
your debut special on YouTube.
It was
Yeah.
a lot to hear you bring that special up. Thank you.
Yeah. Was I'm going to say my favourite special that I watched last year.
Right.
Did you find it hard to write the second one with the first one being so bloody good?
Did you write it on like a laptop or with a pen on paper?
No, be serious.
That's
mate.
a good question.
Bilal, we're trying to get to the bottom.
All right,
of
let's
the
get into
mechanics-
comedy.
The
Let's-
mechanics of comedy in a serious way.
For 4 minutes, and then
if
we'll
you
go
could
back to.
please park the irony at the door and
Right.
just let men be boys. No, you know what? The second one is I filled up a lot of it, and this is not a joke, because the first one obviously it's years in the making, so it's like and you're picking your best stuff, and then the second one I've got a year to do. So obviously it's going to
Yeah.
be a lot of bad stuff.
Yeah.
So then what I did to fill it up, and this is not a joke, there's about 4 minutes of the show, could be 5, and a lot of the show where I'm just getting everyone to chant pedo. And I
Right.
chant and I point at different people. It's certainly not original. It's certainly not something I'm proud of. But and then we call them a pedo, and I've seen it because saw it in clips.
Yeah.
Like online crowd work clips. I'd
Yeah,
see,
yeah.
you know, fucking Paul Smith or any of these guys are great at crowd work, and he'd be like, "You fucking pedo," and I was
Did
like,
you do it in the Scouse accent? Yeah.
and I was like, "That's good.
Yeah.
That's not bad." And people seem to be liking that.
Good gear.
That's it's great gear. So I was like, yeah, fuck it. And I genuinely do just start chanting pedo at them, and that filled up about 4 minutes, and then I was scraping. I was
Still got. So how is it? An hour or 50 minutes?
It's about
4.
Is it?
I mean, brother, when you cut the jargon, it slims down to a good 7. Yeah, but it is hard. It is hard to come up, and then after the first, especially, and thank you very much. Those were kind words. It's hard to take compliments, though,
Isn't it? But
is it? It's tough. It's lovely to get them, but at the same time, there's something inside you that's, is like, I'm not worth shooting. My father would used to say that.
not worth shooting.
You're not worth shooting.
That I'm not worth shooting.
And he had a shotgun on the farm.
He did, but I wasn't worth using it on.
The bullets are very
Yeah.
expensive
Bullets
at
are
the time.
expensive. That's right.
Yeah.
So
Because of all the troubles, the bullets are expensive.
Don't
I'd
bring
imagine.
that up.
Not again.
the troubles brought the
Yeah.
prices right
Yeah,
up.
right. Because they needed a lot of the.
Imagine you brought the troubles up and I just started crying, like genuinely crying.
Yeah.
That'd be amazing. But yeah, so the second special, it's just shit.
Oh, is it?
Cool.
It's
Well, the
just-
first
yeah.
one is
Yeah, but the
very
first
good.
one's all right. So that's
It's called
Okay.
An Irish Disgrace. One of my favourite moments in it, I'm going to ask you a question about,
Yeah.
because I want to know if you improvised this or whether you just wrote this.
Yeah.
And either, I'm not sure which I'd be more impressed by.
Right.
Because, the big guy in the front row who
That's
kept
right.
on like,
Yeah.
and at one point he went, I can kick you if I want. And you just kicked him.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
But then at one point you said about him being so rugged, he said, you look like you could eat a chair.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
Did you just come up with that on the spot? Or did you,
No, I
did you
thought-
write that?
No, I didn't write that.
That's really funny.
I didn't write that. And
That's
I didn't,
good gear.
Yeah, I didn't write kicking him. But I did find myself, in my second special recording, I kicked a woman. And I think we're going to cut it. But I kicked one, and then I was like,
one?
yeah, I kicked one. I kicked her, and I was just like, yeah, that's right, I'll kick you. And then I said, all right, we'll probably cut this section. And then I said, fuck it, and I kicked another one. Just while I was at it.
And how much time did that fill?
That's what I was trying to do. And then I looked at my watch.
8 minutes.
That was about 8 minutes of kicking these two women. But I do like to. I like to put my hand. I like kind of hit. I'll hit the audience over the head. I put my hands on them. I kick them. Genuinely,
it is very funny though. Bilal.
just,
you haven't done your homework.
Yeah, you're right. I didn't see it.
No, lad. But and more power to you. I have more respect.
I didn't do it as homework. I did it. I watched it, and then I was like, now I want to get this.
But I read your British comedy guy. I saw that you did a work in progress as self, and you were self.
Right, we haven't done any problems, and
I don't have a listener's problem.
Okay.
Do you have one?
I've got a listener's problem. I've got my own one, but it depends on what phone. Not you've got, but what Mike's got. Also, what kind of a phone case is that? Anybody?
Pretty cool.
No,
it looks
matches your
It
shirt.
looks like you love. It's like
it's horrible.
Yeah, it's like, but it's kind of like a suit for the phone, isn't it? It's like I am Iron Man or something.
Yeah.
It's like kind of like new age, and that's Bilal's, isn't it?
Yeah.
That lad, you are a coward.
Let me see your phone case.
Do you have an iPhone, Mike?
No, I don't.
Okay,
I have a goggle.
Okay, so I'll save that problem for next week.
Yeah.
I need someone with an iPhone for my problem.
But
I'm going to do my other one.
It's probably in my bag. See, I take my phone out and put it in my bag. Oh, there it is. I put it in my bag a lot to just get it away from me. But so I don't. That's my phone cover currently.
Yeah.
That's not. There's no cover.
Oh,
That's
just
just
smashed
no.
up.
You don't
is
have
that
a
not
cover.
the cover though?
No.
No, it's the phone
No.
shell.
You buy a cover so that doesn't happen.
Right. Because I would have said that was the cover, but I'm not right about that.
You're not right about that.
No, that's the back of the phone.
That's the back of the phone.
Yeah.
Okay, well then that's what I've got.
Yeah.
I've got a back of phone.
Yeah. Okay.
Back.
Jeez, you'd think someone with a really successable podcast would have a better phone than that.
I know, right?
So,
Do you have any advice?
I'm going to do my other
Oh, sorry,
quick,
you do yours.
This is a very short one.
Yeah.
My girlfriend's got in my head and said that we have to have real butter, not like marge or spread, right?
Yeah.
And I can't spread the stuff, right?
yeah.
And if you get a butter dish, it goes off too quickly. So I'm
Does it?
told that's what Rebecca told me.
think
So
it's all right.
I'm not going to get a butter dish. She said it's just a waste
Well,
of butter
this.
in the end.
Yeah.
So what am I doing? Because every time I try and make a sandwich, I'm destroying the bread.
Yeah. Listen.
I'm going to ask the farms people about this.
I grew up with butter. I would consider it a friend of me and my family. And we produce milk that makes butter. So you've come to the right place, brother. But what I would say is you got to tell her, you got to look her in the eye and just say, fuck off. Just take the breath and just go, fuck off. Because, listen, I like the idea that butter is nice, right? The real butter.
Real butter.
But the idea that she's saying we do the real butter, but we can't get a butter dish. We're living in purgatory.
Yeah.
What on God's green earth do you expect me to do with butter straight out of the fridge?
I know.
It doesn't rub on the bread. Even on toast sometimes it's
even
tough.
a hot knife.
Even
doesn't.
Right.
I'm thinking of getting a secret butter dish.
You could have, I
I
think.
gave my bedside drawer.
No, don't do it because the secrets would just
She's
keep
not allowed to
adding
go
up.
in that drawer. She knows that.
Do you think a secret butter dish would be a gateway to many other secret
Many
ornaments?
other secrets.
Right. And other kind of receptacles for different
And
kind
just
of
other
food.
secrets.
And other secrets.
Secret notepad for his secret thoughts.
Already got one of them.
Secret girlfriend. It'll all, yeah.
Yeah.
So I suppose, yeah, well, at some point you just say, she's like, oh, we're getting hard butter. And just say, listen, I'm Joey Page. I'm a fucking podcaster. And if I want the spreadable fucking butter, I'm getting it. And if you've got a problem with that, you're going to get fucking rocked.
It's the first
So
time
are you
someone's nearly said
single?
the name of the podcast in the episode.
Yeah, never
Yeah.
happens.
If you've got a problem with that, that was good.
Are you a single man?
A nasty question.
Considering
probably.
Adam Flood came on here and he wouldn't even tell us how old he was when we asked him. I don't think
Really?
you could ask someone if they're single.
Flood was being coy, was he?
I'm gonna
I'll
Google
tell
it
you, he's
now.
34. I know
Oh,
that.
great.
I know
So
for-
what's wrong
Former
with being
guest
34?
of the show. I don't know. I'm 40. I haven't got a problem with it.
How old are you? Is that
33.
allowed? I'm
33.
33. When's your birthday?
February 22nd.
It's not the same as mine.
I was thinking it might not be. I was thinking we might run
There was
into
a
that
chance.
problem. Yeah. There was a chance, yeah. One of my friends, we share a birthday.
If I had to describe this
50.
episode, I'd say it's a helter skelter today.
I think it's perfect.
Nah,
But-
it's been good.
Helter Skelter is in a brilliant Beatles song, or Helter Skelter, what inspired Charles Manson to kill all those people. Did you know that?
What, the slide?
Well, come down on the top of the side. That song Manson was obsessed with, and he said that song told him to kill all those people.
Yeah, but we can all say that after. You know? I could have said it was Live at the Apollo made me kill all those people. But that'd be true.
Yeah, that cancelled finally.
Seeing Jack D for the first time made me. Anyway, the answer to that, I am single. Yeah, I am single.
Why did you ask that?
Because he was telling you to threaten your
Oh,
girlfriend.
right, okay.
Right.
Mike, have you brought a problem with you to the podcast today?
Okay, well, so I don't know if this is a problem really, or if it's going to be, because you guys might get on board with it and then I might learn that it's actually quite cool. But I've been, and I'm kind of like you, I'm trying to be a better man. Shout out Robbie Williams. Trying to, get myself in good shape. I'm not drinking for today and tomorrow as well. And but I'm addicted to Pringles.
What flavour?
Sour cream and onion.
Oh, really?
Well, don't say
Have
like
you tried
that.
the barbecue ones?
Yeah.
You tried.
Yeah.
They've only been around for like 100 years.
Yeah, but they're
Have you
good.
tried, yeah.
No, listen. I'm not going to kick the barbecue ones out. I like the barbecue ones.
Okay.
But that's like, but if I'm fuck, marry, kill, I'm going to fuck the barbecue, I'm marrying sour cream and onion.
Right.
And I'm
sweet.
probably going to kill ready salted person.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Hey, how about having a flavour there, brother?
Yeah.
I don't understand people that like ready salted
I
crisps.
don't get it.
No.
I don't understand
Have a
it.
word with yourself. Give your head a wobble.
Have
Right.
a word with yourself podcast.
I should have been.
Jesus, that would have been great. Have a word and then in tiny little
yourself.
writing with yourself.
Copy the font.
Shall we
Yeah,
read-
yeah.
shall we
and
read-
then just in the
Should
smallest.
Should we change
Yeah.
our podcast to that?
Yeah.
Have a word with yourself.
Welcome to Have a Word with yourself. Like that.
One of
Have you
them's
been
really
on that
tanned
one?
and been on holiday.
Have you been on that?
I have, yeah.
No, we haven't.
Yeah.
No, of course we haven't.
You have to go to Liverpool.
They prefer if you do, yeah.
That's quite far.
I'll go.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to Crewe on Friday. I could nip.
You might as well nip
I
down.
might as well nip down.
Just nip down, see if they're recording.
Okay, I'll message
Knock
your
on the-
Instagram.
Knock
see
on,
if
knock
they'll
on
have
door.
Knock on the door.
So put
Um,
kettle on.
So anyway,
Yeah.
there's this Pringle problem.
So
Yeah,
here we
sorry.
go. So here's what's happening. I have started to have Pringles with every meal. Now,
Right.
It's like a little side of mini poppadoms.
yeah, well, here's the thing. So the only thing I eat in the morning is generally, the only I have in the house to eat is scrambled eggs. Right, so I'll have scrambled eggs on toast, but then I have Pringles. Now, I'll tell you, so this is the morning time, and then I have, what I do is, so I just have them as a chaser to the eggs. So I'll just eat the eggs and then scoff 2 Pringles and then eat more eggs and then scoff more Pringles.
Is this instead of bread?
Huh? No, bread's there too. We've got bread as well.
Okay.
So I'll do that, and then when I'll have my dinner, which is only ever one dinner. Yeah, mama's pussy. No, I'm sorry. No,
Only ever one dinner.
well,
Isn't that-
I can only cook one thing.
Oh right, not as in you
That's-
will have 2 in a night.
No. Chicken curry. So I'll have chicken curry from the jar, rice, chicken thighs, cheap, little, $2.75, 5 chicken thighs. It's absolutely unbelievable value. That goes for everyone out there. Get on it. So I cook that, and then as I'm eating it, I get the Pringles put on the side of the plate. So they're here, and I'm cutting up chicken, and I'm scooping the curry
Yeah, that's
chicken
like
and
a
everything
mini
else.
poppadom.
Right, like a mini poppadom. You were right
Yeah.
on earlier. And then final meal of the day will just be generally a ham sandwich, a lot of mayonnaise. And what am I going to put in the sandwich?
Pringles.
Sour cream and onion.
So your
Pringles.
final meal of the day is more of a snack,
no,
right?
but no, because
No, what?
in some
Cultures.
dialects,
Yeah.
cultures,
Right.
dinner is lunch.
So I,
Oh.
from
My-
agricultural farm
Yeah.
men,
Okay.
big strong farm
That's
men.
no excuse for the Pringles.
I've got an answer for you straight away here,
Yeah.
right?
Yes,
I think
yes.
that big strong farm man
Thank you.
would take on a lot of calories doing the big strong farm work,
hmm
but because you don't do the big strong work,
That's right.
you need to get a really heavy pen.
That is, I'll be honest, Joey. That is actually one of
I
the
think that's
greatest.
solved.
That's really
So don't
great.
change anything. Just get a
But
heavy
just-
pen.
Because then if you're like you're trying to write a joke,
Yeah.
it's like doing a tough mother.
Exactly.
Trying to
Yeah,
write
yeah.
a bit about my arse or whatever.
How
Yeah.
long has this been happening, this Pringle thing?
I would say my general like loving Pringles and eating them all the time.
Yeah.
Because when you were young, it was a real treat
Yeah.
to get some Pringles for us in our family. And they were like for Christmas and stuff. And then you're old enough and it's like, she can't stop me.
Yeah.
Being my mother.
Yeah.
Believe me, she's tried. But she can't. 'Cause she's not in London. So fuck off. Yeah?
Oh no.
Is she watching?
Bitch. No,
No.
she's not. And I love her. I love her. She's an angel. But she wouldn't watch this tat.
Oh.
And this is one of the good ones.
And this is one of the better ones, yeah.
No, I've got a sort of similar thing that happened to me.
Yeah.
I was organising Christmas this year,
Yes.
and so like you have quality streets, or you have roses, or you have heroes, or
Yeah.
I did such a like mix because I was like, right, I'm gonna get, and I made like a super bowl of chocolates.
Wow.
And it was a quality street,
Yes.
and a heroes,
Beautiful.
and then a bag of mini dimes.
Uh-huh.
And a bag of chocolate orange segments. Like that's too much when there's only
Well,
going
you
to be
took the
4 people
wrappers
out
off
the
of
crib.
everything.
No. They come in individually wrapped.
Right.
These mini dimes and these mini chocolate orange segments.
Right. The chocolate orange I fucking love, brother.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm like...
But they do
Kerry
a
fan.
selection, but like a quality street.
I do know a quality.
Yeah, but they do at Christmas they do a chocolate orange segment one, and it's dark chocolate, milk chocolate, toffee chocolate, and exploding candy orange chocolate. They're all orange.
They're all orange.
Yeah, with those extra bits in.
All unionist chocolates.
Yeah,
It's
That's
an
what
Northern
we
Irish
support.
Troubles joke.
yeah, it's good.
No, it wasn't. But listen, I
So I feel you can get a bit carried away when there's no rules.
well, that's the problem. This is why I'm saying you needed to be brought up.
Yeah.
Everything in your genetics needed. Scheiße, no joy, not the chocolates, no the quality. You must keep them separate. You needed that,
Yeah.
and you didn't get it because you came in this fucking lazy, flabby, loose, 21st century UK society. Jodie Marsh's tits, fucking, Grealish's calves, no morals, no
hair.
decency, no rules, and this is what happens.
Yeah.
X Factor. Oh,
I spilled.
spill his water. Be careful of your laptop.
Be careful.
I
with
wouldn't
laptop.
worry about my laptop.
No, it makes
It
sometimes
makes a
it makes
noise
a
when you
horrible
turn it on.
noise. It goes and he has to turn it off and on again.
But-
How many Pringles are you eating in a day? Be honest. Is it a whole tube in a day?
A whole tube in a day.
Right. That's
Every day.
Do you know the
lot of
calories?
days,
Would that maybe?
I have not looked them up, and I have intentionally shied away from that.
Do you want to know?
Let's shock him live on the show.
These are the already salted ones, which are
Which he's
probably
not
the
gonna eat.
lowest
No
K
interest in-
cals.
this
No,
does
but
not-
yours are going to be
This doesn't
No,
even apply
don't-
to me.
don't
This
you
doesn't
dare.
apply to me.
200 grams is a tube. In a 30-gram serving, it's 160 kcals.
That's not bad.
It is. Because you're not having 30 grams, are you? You're having 200 grams.
Well, don't say it like that. Don't rat me out. But how much does it add up to then overall?
What does it add up to? How many 30s in 200?
Don't give me that guff, brother.
3 times
6, 7.
7.
Not quite 7,
roughly.
because 7 would be 210, wouldn't it?
So 7 times 160.
A 40-gram tube is 212 calories of sour cream ones.
212 calories.
No,
For
it's
40
not.
grams.
40 grams.
Right.
So so it's about, you're having about 900 calories of Pringle.
But
every
you're
day.
allowed 2,500 calories a day, so
Yeah, but you're
I'm-
eating
But if
other
you're
things.
a farm lad, you can have 3.
Farm lads can eat so much.
that's right.
Yeah.
But what you're saying to me is I'm not on the farm anymore,
No.
which is
That you
and
ended
I've
that
only-
a long time. You wanted to be
But
a
I don't know
comedy
about your
star, didn't
DNA
you?
and your, I don't know if
I have
you
no
get to take on more because you guys are,
my as
You
you
got
can
the-
see, and
you're well stacked.
yeah, I'm a big. You can see that.
If you're not watching
Well,
on
don't do
you,
that. You,
Oh, you're all right.
this is a good time
you
to
know.
say if you're not watching on the YouTube channel, then you can come and watch and see how stacked Mike
can
Rice
look
is.
at
If you're
his
just
body.
listening to this in your car, get on the
Yeah.
YouTube, even while you're
Big
driving.
Mike people used to call
On
me.
Patreon, you can see his legs.
And if you're driving and watching this, then please hit the subscribe button before you hit that car in front.
1,120 calories is probably roughly in a tube.
Right, and what I'm saying to you is then
That's half of your daily amount.
that so
Yeah.
I get half my amount from Pringles, and then I get the other half from other sources. But I have started eating since January. I've started eating greens,
What ones?
M&Ms.
Green Pringles.
No
Yeah.
greens. I started eating broccoli, and I had some asparagus the other day. So that gets the piss right, apparently.
Oh, weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think your main problem stems
So
from
see
that
if
you
it
can
piss in the
only
sink.
cook one meal.
Huh?
Your main problem stems from the fact that you can only cook one meal.
Well, you've said that's
You
what you've
said that.
No,
No,
you
you said
said.
that.
Well, no, I've said I can only cook one meal.
We have it recorded.
Yeah.
I don't want to
Roll back the tape,
Don't
please,
roll it
guys.
back. Well, what I'm saying to you is, I said my problem is the Pringles. I didn't say my problem is I like chicken curry every day. How about that? So why can't I have it? And it's a nod to the Indian culture.
Yeah.
So it's me showing respect.
And
respect.
when you have your chicken curry, you're having rice with it.
Yeah.
Do you think that's the problem?
Why would that be a
Because
problem?
it's your family's food that you invented. You feel like you have to eat it.
There is a
Your
sense
namesake.
of obligation, and it's something that I do believe everyone that's grown up with the name rice does have this baggage that if I don't eat rice for every meal, that then people are going to start calling you
But your surname's not Crisp.
It's not Pringle.
It's not Pringle.
Mike
It's
Pringle.
not Mike Pringle.
and more's the
You
pity.
shave off
because-
the beard and just have the tash.
Yeah. And the little hat. Does he? He does have a hat. Doesn't
I don't
he?
think he does.
Does he have a
a
monocle
hat?
or is that Monopoly?
No,
Anyway,
it's Monopoly.
I'm not
Similar
I'm not-
guys,
I thought he was the
Yeah.
guy,
Yeah.
the Monopoly man.
They're similar guys.
I think they're related.
I think they are Mr. Pringle and
so-
Monopoly man.
So, have we been helpful in any way at all? I suggested getting a heavier pen.
I thought, I genuinely thought, I thought,
Like if the paper was really heavy, if you had every time he was writing on like slate.
yes, right. Or if there was a way to maybe Musk could get involved, or any time you have a new comedic idea, that in itself becomes quite,
It burns calories and
like that.
Is that what happens?
But if
When
we,
you're writing?
well, yeah.
I think it's another word beginning with W.
What I'm saying is, if like, do you know, like Musk's neural, like one of his neural devices,
right,
that every time you have a comedic idea, and you burn. Does that,
I think you just got to.
does that ring true?
I think you've got to do any kind of physical activity that you enjoy that would counterbalance the Pringles.
See, now, if you watch on YouTube, you get a very nice visual treat then.
I pretended I had a belt around my neck and I just went.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it was good. You laughed.
I thought that's funny.
And that's all that mattered. Because if you didn't laugh at that one in particular, it would
That
have
would
been.
have been.
I would have had to
real.
leave. I would have had to go.
So I am duty bound to wrap up the episode in a second.
Nice.
What do you think?
But
of our
before, wait,
podcast?
no.
Sorry.
We're not getting out of here
Sorry.
without doing my guest to impress.
yeah. We got
That I'm sort of thinking of doing away with.
guys. It's
But
time for
today,
guests to impress.
Yes.
I've written a feature especially for you,
Yes.
mainly based on your name, as it is most weeks, based on the guest name.
All right.
We've got this is called The Rice is Right, which is actually nothing to do with the quiz.
No.
I've got a little quiz here, and this is a genuine quiz that I found on the internet. Everyone has a type of rice that matches their personality. What kind of rice are you? This is a genuine quiz.
Yeah.
The first things first. How would you describe yourself out of these following options? Adaptable, hardworking, friendly, funny, adventurous, or kind? You can only have one.
Kind.
Ah.
Yeah.
I wonder what kind of rice it's going to make you. What was your favourite subject at school? Science, social studies, art, maths, English, or PE?
PE.
Oh.
Yeah.
What particular? This isn't part of the quiz, but what particular sports in PE?
Badminton.
Badminton.
Oh,
You
fun.
could just do that and eat all the Pringles you
It
want.
is good.
I'll play at badminton.
I like it.
And then
I
you
haven't
can eat
played
loads
it
of
yet.
Pringles.
It's a great little sport.
How would you describe your style? Comfy, minimalist, basic, unique, trendy, or cute?
I mean, I think, it's cute,
It's
isn't
going
it?
to be cute.
It's pretty damn cute.
Thank you, Bilal. Thank you
How
so
do you
much,
like
Bilal.
to spend your day off? Working on a hobby, catching up on chores, volunteering, hanging out with friends, going somewhere new, or watching telly?
It's not fucking volunteering, is it? What were the other ones?
Working on a hobby, catching
Yeah.
up on chores, hanging out with friends, watching TV, going somewhere new.
Working on a hobby? What's that about?
Working on a hobby. I
Did-
guess Well, it'd be
Started
unkind to say.
Started playing tennis now, so that's a hobby, I guess.
And yeah, okay.
Yeah. I play with Radu. Do you know Radu?
Yeah.
Radu Isaac?
Yeah.
Me and him play. Yeah.
Good game. Can you serve?
I can serve
It's
a
hard, isn't it?
little bit. Radu's very crafty. Like, he doesn't move much, but it's like his shot. It's very sneaky little, as you can imagine.
I'm so bad at tennis.
Yeah.
What sort of cuisine do you like the best? Thai, American, Mexican, Indian, Chinese, or Korean?
I think if I
think
said
we
anything
know.
but Indian,
You're a fraud.
I'd be a fucking fraud.
And finally, which of these speak to you the most? You're gonna have to look at these pictures here.
Or maybe describe them. For
Oh,
listeners.
okay. There's a field of corn, a white tiled wall, a honey thing. You know what they take out of an industrial hive, like a sheet of honey.
Yeah.
A neon bar, like dive bar.
Yeah.
A hand in the dark.
I think it's that one.
Or some sand.
I saw my eyes light up at that.
Some sand.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go for a hand in the dark.
Okay. Michael Rice, you are Black Rice.
Whoa, brother!
That's what it says here.
Easy now.
Those who are close
does
to
say
you,
that.
those who are close to you know you're the sweetest around. You can be a great source of comfort to people once you open up to them. Your friends love you just as you are. Don't ever forget it.
Yeah.
Black
So
rice.
keep eating the Pringles.
Right. Be
Keep
myself.
doing what you're
Be
doing.
yourself.
Be myself.
Have
Yeah.
more Pringles.
Right.
Yeah.
Lean into it.
Lean into
Yeah.
it.
Don't be shackled by the conventions of society.
Get the
Yeah.
barbecue. They're nice.
Keep
though,
saying
those
brother.
ones, man.
I have them every once in a while.
Yeah, I think they're really good.
Brother.
Brother. They are
Can-
expensive.
Can we
though,
all put our
Pringles.
hands in?
Yeah.
And on 3 say brothers. 3, 2, 1.
Brothers. And we'll see you next time here on Got a Problem, Mate.
Do you want to promote
at
your
gmail.com.
TikTok?
Oh, yeah, let's do that.
You can find me on TikTok.
Okay. Thanks for listening.
Do check out Mike's comedy special, because I do know a thing or two about comedy, and it is a really, really good special. It's called An Irish Disgrace.
An Irish Disgrace.
There's a new one coming out in February.
There's a new one coming out in February called Nasty Character. It's a lot worse, but it's going to be there. So, you know what I mean? Maybe watch the first one and then just
wait for the second one.
And then,
Pre-subscribe to the second
and pre-subscribe and then be like, oh, and watch the first one and then just kind of observe the decline.
And Vittoria, who's recently on the podcast, does the podcast with Mike. So if you enjoyed that episode as well, go check out.
How was his episode?
That's Paul.
Yeah. That doesn't surprise me, actually. It doesn't. He would have floundered in this environment.
He was panicking.
Yeah.
the whole time.
And I just want to say one very quick thing before we wrap up.
Yeah.
Our 100th episode is coming up. So please, viewers and listeners, if you know anybody like this, an A-list celebrity that we
I've
could
got
get
us.
on.
I think I've got us.
Like anybody at home, if you know Brad Pitt or Idris Elba, or if you even know someone called Idris Elba,
Eddie
like
Redmayne?
just tell them
That'd be
that
good.
they
Eddie
enjoy it.
Redmayne,
yeah.
Tell them to say on a voice note that they enjoy the show, and we can be endorsed by a famous celebrity or someone with at least the
Simon
same
Pegg.
name as them.
Eamon Holmes.
Eamon
Eamon
Holmes.
Holmes.
Let's go.
Or even just somebody called Eamon Holmes, if you know.
Someone
called
Eamon.
I think broadness is going to hurt us here. Say a specific celebrity to that, like for
Okay.
them to go get us.
Go get us
say us.
Andy
Lee Bowyer.
Peters.
Oh, okay.
Did you say Lee Boyer?
Thank you very much, everyone. We love you very much. See you
Salute.
next time. Salute.
Bye. Salud.